One virtue you can never undermine is the virtue of humility. Go check David out. You will see the difference between David and Saul. When Saul misbehaved before Samuel, Samuel wanted to walk away. Saul didn't care whether God was hot. He didn't care whether God was angry. What was Saul's attention? Don't leave me before these elders. The people are seeing. Respect me before them. You are at the risk of being rejected by God. You are interested in what the people are thinking. And when Samuel moved, Saul heard him and tore his garment. And Samuel said, this is how the kingdom have been torn from your hand. Today, the Lord has rejected you. Samuel wept for Saul all night. God refused. But you look at David. When David heard that God was angry with him, David tore his garment, fell down, poured ashes on his head, and he didn't bother what people thought. And God caused David the apple of his eyes. Forget all this packaging mentality that came from the West. Excellence is important, but don't make it turn you to a fake person. Pride has killed many people. There are people who cannot even say thank you because they don't want somebody to know that you helped them. Meanwhile, that road, they will still use it. And so the next time they come, you will now tell them, go and learn thank you. When you learn it, come back. And it may take 50 years. The undoing of the man at the bottom. Pride. Number 2, virtue that is a God can never overlook is faithfulness and diligence. If you are not faithful, God can't. Remember I told you, lifting in the kingdom amongst other things is what? Responsibility. God cannot take the risk of committing his estate to your trust if he has not vetted faithfulness and diligence in your life. In Luke chapter 16 verse 10 and 12, the Bible told us it was raw. It said, he that is faithful in that which is least is also faithful in much. He that is unjust in that which is least is unjust in that which is much. Verse 12, he said, if you are not faithful in another man's business, who will give you your own? See, I work with many young people. Some of them very gifted. Oh, the way they think. If there's a problem, they just sit down like this. Before you know, they have brought solution out. But what is their problem? They lack faithfulness. They lack diligence. The same thing you correct them on, you will correct them for 3 months, they will still err. And I nod my head. Sometimes when I see them, I just pray for them. So that this level of skill, this level of creativity does not waste. Because I know if they don't change, they will waste. Ask those who work with me here. As little as spelling, I see. Spelling. Oh, service is over. They didn't know what to do after service. Me who preached, I called their attention to it. As very little things. The other day I sat them down, I said, you are doing a fragment of this responsibility. I'm heading it. Does it not surprise you that I'm coming to correct you? Imagine the responsibility is 10. You are doing 1. I'm controlling the 10. And I can see the error in your 1. How then can you come to a level where God will put you in charge of 10? Little things. You want to go live? It's 2 minutes to going live. That the person is struggling whether the microphone is working. And I'm looking at you. Did they tell you 2 minutes ago that you are going to go live? And then you say, okay, maybe it's an oversight. Next week, the same thing happens. The other week, the same thing happens. And then you find them running, helter-skelter. What is the issue? They didn't charge the audio mic. And you knew from last week, we are going live today at this time. And I'm nodding my head. Meanwhile, this is a skillful person. This is a creative person. Somebody edits a video, uploads it, and then you are seeing error. That the moment you click the video, 5 seconds into the video, the error is glaring. And you are wondering, Didn't you listen to it before uploading it? This is a 5 minutes video. He was too busy that he didn't listen. And you will make that correction for 10 months. Is that a man God will give a nation to? If you are not faithful, if you are not diligent, kill yourself with prayer, you won't rise. This is not a prophecy. It's a law of the spirit realm. It's a man who is faithful in little is the man who will be faithful in much. In Proverbs 22:29, he says, seest thou a man diligent in his business? He said, that one, not every other man, that one will stand before kings and not before mere men.